Have you heard the term skin barrier function or impaired barrier function thrown around by skin therapists, people on the internet and beauty professionals and have no idea what it means? In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you exactly what the skin barrier function is and why it is so important when it comes to skincare and having skin treatments. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelly, otherwise known as Skin Queen, and here on my channel, I share videos on skincare, skin science, and how to grow your beauty business. When it comes to having healthy, glowing skin, it's not about how many serums you have in your bathroom and how many serums you can be applying on your skin every night. In fact, it is the complete opposite. It all starts with the foundations in skin, and then once you have them right, you can start to treat particular skin concerns with serums until those skin concerns are rectified. But it's very important to understand the basics and always be looking after the foundations of your skin. So to break it down really easily for you, within our skin, as much as it feels thin, there is actually a heap of different layers. And it all starts with the very bottom layer that I like to call the baby layer. This is where the brand new baby cells are actually produced, and they start to then move up the layers into the next layer that we know as the teenage layer. Now, the teenage layer is the thickest layer in the skin, and that's when our skin starts to develop things like pigmentation, it starts to develop our immunity, and it really starts to develop any skin concerns as well. From there, those teenage cells then develop and turn into adult cells. And this is where our cells start to mature a little bit and they start to age, and they start to lose their shape and begin to flatten out as they begin to form the barrier function. The very last layer of cells is the grandparent layer. And this is where our cells begin to lose the nucleus, which is really the heart of our skin cells. And when that happens, our cell membranes begin to flatten out and begins to create our skin barrier function. Every 30 days, we should actually experience fresh skin cell turnover. And this can actually be a lot longer or a lot shorter based on different things happening within our skin. Sometimes it can happen a lot quicker if we are experiencing acne, and in other stages such as pigmentation, aging, or essential fatty acid deficiency, we can actually start to see that slowing down, which isn't ideal because in order to have healthy skin cells, we need those cells to be turning over every 30 days. The very top layer of our skin is known as the stratum corneum. And the stratum corneum, mixed with that expelled cell membrane from those grandparent layers, actually forms part of the barrier function or the lipid barrier function. It's a mix of lipids within our skin that come from essential fatty acids as well as our stratum corneum. So our barrier does a few things for our skin. The first thing it does is it stops transepidermal water loss, which means it stops our skin from losing hydration, making sure our skin cells stay nice and plump and healthy. The next thing it does is it actually helps to protect us from the outside world. Every single day we are exposed to irritants, allergens, and pathogens, and our barrier function actually works well by stopping those things from entering our skin, which can then cause reactions, responses, histamine responses, and so much more within our skin that we don't want to be experiencing. So imagine our skin cells on the very top, or imagine our barrier function as roof tiles on the surface of your roof. And these roof tiles are really important because they stop rain from getting in, they stop leaves from trees getting in, they stop dirt from getting in, they stop storms from coming in, they stop animals from coming in. All the things that don't belong inside of our house, it prevents it from coming in and damaging our skin. However, say for example we have an impaired barrier function, that would mean that we have missing roof tiles on our roof. Now you can go to a treatment salon or you can go and buy some serums, and you can use all of the things that you want to try and repair the skin concerns from the inside out. But the truth is, if you aren't repairing those roof tiles, then you're going to continue to have these problems. The first thing we always want to do is we want to repair those roof tiles so then we can treat all the concerns on the inside. Additionally, when we have a healthy barrier function, we are also producing natural enzymes in our skin that are encouraging our skin cells to naturally exfoliate, otherwise known as desquamation, so that our skin cells are constantly renewing themselves and we've got really healthy, soft, plump skin cells on the surface. So how do we create a healthy barrier function? Firstly, we need to ensure that we are having adequate amounts of essential fatty acids in our diet. Essential fatty acids are essentially that. They are essential. And unfortunately, our body actually doesn't produce them. Therefore, if we aren't eating enough of them in our diets through oils, through different seeds, through different nuts, and also through fish, then our skin cells can become quite dehydrated from the inside out, and that is known as essential fatty acid deficiency. Now, if you want to take a shortcut, you can take fish oil tablets a day, just as long as they have a high quality amount of EPA and DHA in them. Next is you want to moisturize and hydrate your skin. This is so important to actually look after your skin from the outside in. Now, you don't have to spend a lot of money on moisturizers as long as you are using one that isn't fragranced, that feels comfortable on your skin, and that you're going to use every day. It's going to do the job. I'll pop my recommendations in the description box below so you can see which ones I recommend. Lastly is don't over exfoliate. And in actual fact, if you find that your skin is quite red, dry, and irritated, I wouldn't recommend exfoliating at all. Instead, we want to be replenishing those skin cells and hydrating them so that we can activate those naturally occurring enzymes so that they can start that natural exfoliation process. If you have ingredients in any of your skincare like glycolic acid, lactic acid, citric acid, even retinol, I would definitely be avoiding them until your skin barrier function is really healthy, and then slowly introduce those ingredients by only using them a few times a week. Additionally, things like scrubs and toners would also be off guards, especially while you're working on your barrier function, as these could potentially cause more irritation and sensitivity and potentially dry out your skin even further. If you really need to exfoliate your skin and you're feeling like your skin is really rough to touch, then I would actually recommend using an enzyme mask. Enzymes work like little Pac-Man and they eat away the dead layers of skin only, but it is so important that you always use a hydration mask afterwards to replenish your skin cells. Once again, I will leave my recommendations for enzyme masks in the description box below. So when it comes to optimal skin health and looking after your barrier function, you always want to repair the skin before you refine the skin. And this is so important to know. Even if you have followed the basics with skincare and you're onto more advanced serums now, you can still end up with an impaired barrier. There are lots of different things that can affect this, from seasonal changes, hormonal changes, sickness, artificial environments such as using a heater, having hot showers, and sitting in aircon. And so, and again, it's really important to bring it back to basics so that you can really nourish your barrier and really give it the hydration and the repair that it needs. Remember, looking after your barrier is a journey, not a destination. I hope you have enjoyed today's video and I hope you have found so much value in it, and now you know exactly what you need to do to look after your skin barrier function. If you did like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when I upload new videos. Otherwise, thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next video.